Personality development and communication skill. Both these are one and the same. If you say that no, development is something different and communication skill is something different, if you say like that, it is nothing but a business trend. Nowadays, there is a lot of business for personality development, 3 months course, and communication skill, 3 months or 5 months course, and this much amount and all that. No, it is nothing but a self deception. See, what is the meaning, purpose of prescribing language? Two languages until intermediate plus two, and English compulsory language even in professional courses like BTech, MBA, MCA. Why? What is the purpose? There you are expected to learn both language, communication skill, and also the personalities. Different personalities have been studying there. So they are both interconnected, interrelated, not separate one. That is the reason why the languages have been made compulsory. They are not only language, even personalities, different personalities, characters we will be studying. Now coming to the point that language matters a lot in almost all things. It matters a lot even in our personality. At the time of my joining in the SV University, Tirupati, for my MA studies, MA English Literature, the first and foremost class delivered by our professor of English, G. Nageswar Rao. The very first sentence that he has used there in that class is this: by the language you use, by the words, vocabulary you use, the accent, the style, and the intonation that you will be using, by that one can come to the conclusion about your educational background, social background, family background, a cultural background, environmental background, everything for that matter, the total personality. Your total personality will be revealed by the language that you will be using, he said. Really, I was taken aback at that time when he said like that. Yes. And after, in the long run, I could learn. I have understood this. Yes, that's correct. Exactly right. So, by our thought process, the communication will be revealed. And by our actions, that means the activities that we will be doing. By our actions, our personality will be revealed. How I will tell you with some examples. It is not by our sweet words, but our good actions that one's personality will be decided, one man's personality will be evaluated. It has been accepted by all psychologists, all philosophers also. I will illustrate being a student of English literature, philosophy and psychology. So I have done my master degrees in all these three subjects. Because of that, I would like to make a reference to philosophical things, epics, and then come to our real life situation. See, what about Narada? Narada, in our epics, is a Chiranjeevi. By virtue of great things, great achievements, by his lot of virtues, we can say. So that man is blessed with both communication skill and also good personality. He wanted to bring about the clarity of his one's personality. That is Garuthmanth's personality. He is very arrogant, self-aggrandized, too proud. So he wants to evaporate that. Narada's main purpose here, he has taken one action of bringing that Garuthmantha to to Anjaneya. And there will be an encounter. In that encounter, Garuthmantha will be defeated and he will realize, yes, I am not superior, Anjaneya is superior. So his arrogance, self-aggrandizement, everything will be evaporated, disappeared afterwards. And in the second stanza, see Satyabhama. Satyabhama versus Rukmini. So Rukmini's character we know, Satyabhama character also we know that she is very arrogant, self-aggrandized because she is very beautiful and at the same time prosperous also. She has brought a lot of a dowry, gold, etc. By virtue of these things, she turned to be somewhat very arrogant, very, very arrogant. Nobody can modify her. In such a way, she will behave. And Narada wanted to bring about a very good transformation. He wants to bring about some self-realization in the character of Satyabhama. So there is again an encounter between this Rukmini and Satyabhama. So in that balance thrust, Krishna on side and in that balance, Krishna on one side and all gold, prosperous things provided by Satyabhama on the other, but no balance at all. And this woman, Rukmini, just by praying as a sign of her love and affection towards her husband, she just put that pious leaf, tulsi leaf there in that troughs, in that balance. Immediately the balance will be maintained. It has proved that she has a lot of affection, a love, everything towards her husband. Whereas Satyabhama has become a great failure there in that test. All of a sudden of course, her arrogance and everything has not been disappeared, but anyway, she has realized, yes, Rukmini is no doubt superior to me. I am not really superior. She realized afterwards in the long run. Let us take a very best example, very interesting example in respect of Rama, Sri Rama. See, at the time when he stepped into Sri Lanka, what happens? He feels highly elevated, exalted, spiritually exalted when he stepped into Sri Lanka with the purpose of bringing Sita back. Then he uttered beautiful words, that is his communication. Oh, when I have stepped into this land, after a long time, I have felt presence of some elevated thoughts in my mind, a spiritual exaltation. I have got a very great relief to my soul. What a great influence of this land, very noble, pious land. And the person who has been ruling this land must have been still more pious, still more sublime, he said. That means he has appreciated his own enemy, Ravana. So these beautiful words, the communication, the vocabulary, the sweet expressions, and all these have come from the thought process of Rama. So from thought process, such language will come, such words will come. And personality, let us take one example. See, for a battlefield, Rama requested Ravana to fix that muhurtam, auspicious time for battlefield, for battle. See, first of all, he inquired who is the best Brahmin here in this land. And to his dismay, mild surprise, he has found that Ravana is the best Brahmin, Uttama Brahmin, in that entire land. By virtue, see, he was actually born in a devilish family, Rakshasa family, but turned to be a very great Brahmin by virtue of his tapas. So he became a very good and the best Brahmin in that land. And he invited the same person, Ravana, his own enemy, to fix that muhurtam, auspicious time for battle, for. So, by that action, can't we assess the greatness, the sublime character of Rama, and also at the same time the sublime character of Ravana? Because he himself fixed the time for his own death, auspicious time for his own death. So the actions will speak what kind of person one is, what kind of personality development or personality traits that one has possessed. And when there is a great personality innate in one's life, the thought process will also be pure, very nice, pleasant. And from that thought process, the words will come in a very sweet way. From the mouth of Ravana, the sweet words have come out. When he has educated, instructed some political awareness, wisdom to Lakshmana, Lakshmana was sent by Rama himself, because tomorrow a great star will be falling down. He will be dying tomorrow. Go and learn political wisdom, philosophy from Ravana, the best Brahmin, genius. See, these actions will say, see, their actions will speak out their personality, and the words that they speak will reveal from the thought process, will reveal their sweet, beautiful communication. And communication in this sense, in this context, I would like to repeat that it will have the clarity, sweetness, impressive, convincing others, persuading others. That is called communication. Not there is an illusion, a delusion, wrong impression among the people. A communication skill means, oh, if one is speaking with all the gift of the gab, that means very fluently. We say that, oh, he has a wonderful, beautiful language, command or English language and all that. No, speaking very fast with all the gift of the gab, that means fluently speaking, is not the communication skill. Speaking in a very clear fashion, clarity of idea, clarity of thought, clarity of expression. If your thought process has a clarity, automatically the clarity of thought, clarity of expression will come out from your mouth. So here, coming back to the point now, we shall have the illustrations from our own day-to-day life experience, and that too from work experience. I would like to make a reference. I shall give you some illustrations. See, in our workplace, generally, we will be coming, because all of us will be doing some work or the other, some business, some job, either in private or in the government. Because of that, I would like to give you examples from from our work life. So, either in the private or in the government or in the business circle, wherever, we will be finding two types of workers, employees, X theory employee and Y theory employee. In management and also in organization psychology, you will be coming across these things. And these are common things also. And that's why I am giving this example for communication and also personality development. X theory employee is a very peculiar man. He doesn't have any inner motivation. He doesn't show any interest in work culture. He is lacking in work culture. But when the boss comes, immediately he will be acting, pretending as if he is very much interested in the work. Yes. When he just after round, if the boss goes away, okay, relaxing. Hey, come on, let's go to coffee. Let's go to canteen for tea, tiffin, and all that. Spending some time also, killing the time there. He will become X-theory employee. He will be like that. Whereas so his personality, by his action, we can make an assessment of his personality that he is a very bad man. A negative personality, lacking in work culture, lacking in virtues, lacking in honesty, sincerity, and all that. Simply we can say. And when we take the example of a Y theory employee, yes, he is very much interested in work. He is work-minded. And the next quality is that he is a dedicated man. He has job involvement and commitment. And after having completed his work, today's work, he feels very much happy. Job satisfaction he will have, either in the company or organization or business. He will not be pretending before the boss. Even in schools and colleges, we will be finding such type of employees, the teachers. They will not be showing a lot of interest in teaching, educating and chiseling the souls of the students. They don't show any interest. But when the boss comes, that means headmaster or principal comes in the college and schools. If the headmaster comes or the principal comes, oh, teaching with a loud voice, showing all interest, lot of interest and all that. And once that headmaster or principal disappears from that round, immediately he will come to normalcy. Hey student, hey Mr. Kumar, come, bring your textbook, come on, read. I have seen number of people like that, number of teaching personnel like that. They don't like to concentrate on the subject, they don't like to motivate the students. First of all, these people will not have any inner motivation, intrinsic motivation. So, their personality, negative qualities, lack of culture, work culture, and lack of decency in profession, lack of dedication in the profession, everything will be revealed in a negative perspective in respect of ex-employee employee. And when we ask him, why have you taught this lesson today, when I have asked some questions in the classroom situation, the students are unable to speak out anything, they are even unable to read one passage very clearly. Like that, suppose the principal asked or the headmaster asked the teacher, he said, no sir, I have been teaching very well sir, they are not interested, and some students are always frequently absent, like that, number of pretexts, number of lies they will be speaking, dishonest. Even the language will not be beautiful, because no clarity of thought, no clarity of expression. That is the fact. Even in respect of in organizational psychology also, industries also, why you have not completed this target? What is this? Always you have been repeating the mistakes once a number of times. Suppose the boss has asked him, reprimanded him, for example. This man seeks number of pretexts, speaking lies, falsehood, everything. Negative personality, and even language. It will see that negative personality, bad qualities, bad professional qualities, will have its influence on his thought process, and automatically language will be worst. Useless language. They don't have good communication. Yes, when we come to Y theory employee, what is the meaning of Y theory employee? He is very much interested in work-minded, a dedicated man. He has job involvement, job commitment, and once he has completed his work, today's work, he feels very much happy. Job satisfaction you will have. Wonderful job satisfaction you will get. That is because he has the inner motivation, intrinsic motivation he will get. That is the main point. So why theory employee? He doesn't like to be supervised by his boss, principal or headmaster or some other officer. Whether they supervise or not, whether there is a supervision of the boss or not, no, it is indifferent to him, immaterial to him. He will be concentrating on his work, he will be completing his work. Suppose in respect of teacher, he will be with great dedication he will be teaching well. He wants to chisel the mind and soul of the students. Then only he feels satisfied, because he has been blessed with a very excellent, vibrating work culture. That is the point. And when we confront with him, when we are having conversation with him, because of his good personality, virtuous personality, good professional charisma, because of his professional virtues, even his thought process will be very good, attractive, pleasing, impressive. And from that thought process, his language will be very pleasing, submissive, expressive, communicative and informative at the same time. And there is a great clarity of thought and great clarity of expression in words, in language. And there is good communication. So communication skill and the personality development are more or less one and the same. We need not say that that is different and this is different. If anybody says like that, it's nothing but a business trend or a lack of understanding, a lack of good knowledge. That is the thing. So this is about communication skill and personality development, in my opinion, to put it in a nutshell. Thank you very much, and if you are impressed, please subscribe and encourage me.